And we're back at Hells Headbangers for another special HELLCAST, I guess. We'll call them special. And so we're in the corner then. It just is J-Dawg's corner that I figured we would take a moment.
It's not J-Dawg's corner.
Well, essentially it is because you got the, well, it's about the stereo. The stereo over here.
Look at it. Look at that sweet-ass Centurion poster that he got when he was 16. Still has it 20 years later.
And that's why it's the J-Dawg corner, clearly.
Just had to put on the poster.
So, but you're rocking, as you've seen on this channel, if you've been following enough, and if not, there's plenty of here stuff to check out, then you've seen that these Sonys that you hopefully can see, I don't know if you can tell right there, the Sony deck is the one that plays things slightly faster, so you get about a fourth of a note higher pitch.
I don't know this.
Yep. Oh yeah, all those, they're off.
Oh,
so,
and I know that. I've been listening to off records all these.
You've been listening to off records. You know who noticed that the Sony was fucked up? Good old Athenar. It was like a Judas Priest record. You brought it down when we were doing that Gimme radio show for a blink of an eye. I think we only did like 2 episodes. Felt like we did more.
Oh, okay.
And so when he came down and we played it, and he's like, "Sound's off." And we play another song, sound's off. Then we compare them back to back, and then I had numerous like projects. I digitized the vinyl. It was ready to go to print. Destructor. And so since he was in the band, I was like, hey, like, listen to this. He didn't really notice it. Dave Overkill didn't notice it. So then I'm just like, Dave, like, what's Pounding Evil? Like, it's an E, right? That's the first chord on there. So then I literally grabbed my guitar and played it with it. And sure enough, I had to go up a fret higher. And then it was right.
No,
so it literally does play it off.
You won't be able to tell him here, though, either, because it's so echoey and shit in here.
Dude, it's a...
Well, this is actually one. I need to get a new one, because it's... You heard, I think, a couple times we could hear it's like yeah, because you could tell it's kind of dying. But I mean, I've had it for years and
well, and it is very much the belt. So anybody that doesn't think,
I think it is the belt. I think it is.
Yeah. Well, so if you want to look to think like, fuck, I got that Sony, because trust me, I have 5 Sonys and I've tried them and they all are off.
You've had 5 Sony turntables?
I've had them at least at my disposal.
Best Buy? Because I actually need to get them.
Pretty much.
So that's where you go still, right?
But I wouldn't get that one. I would get one, and this is for you, that if you have this problem where you want to get a good... If you want to spare, like, what makes a really good turntable, like, what are you getting out of one or another? Well, then I'll at least say this. If it doesn't have those red lights on the side, then you're losing a good feature, because these are belt-driven. So it's inevitably always, it's going to be a problem someday.
What brand is the red lights? I don't even know.
So Audio-Technica are most better than, because these are just kind of cheapies.
Where do you get those, though?
You can get probably a Record Exchange here locally. They have, yes. Oh, okay. Because you want that red light. Because what that red light is it shines it on these dots. And when you look at it, then when it's spinning, and if the dots look like they're like moving, or they just look like a straight free-flowing blur, then it's good. Then the record player's going at the speed that it does. Otherwise, on those, then if you find that, then you can adjust it. And those
I've been listening to shitty quality records all the time.
Yeah. And then there's even something to be said, and the only thing about that, so if you're one of those lazies that don't want to set up your record player, there's kind of more of an extensive setup to it. You got to get like this damn protractor thing and like measure the needle
I'm the lazies, man. I don't like protractors. I'm already turned off.
Yeah, it's definitely a discouragement, but it is like what goes into it, because what's happening then too is you got to compensate for how heavy the needle's even weighing on the record.
You do that all the time on these records that you're talking about, the players?
I mean, essentially you should have, and that's why it's on a good player, they have all that, because you have to change it.
But you can't you can't just hit stop and go like on these.
No, records. So there's a tone arm. The weight's in the back, you got that. So like this one doesn't have that weigher in the back, so then the needle could be sitting on it too much.
That sounds like a pain in the ass to play a record every time.
But that's what goes into it. And then there's how because if the record's sitting too heavy in the grooves, then that groove is being basically like a train track, and it's pulling it. And that's actually giving it them momentum, that it even has a side-by-side adjustment where you essentially, when you're done adjusting that thing, that needle, the stylus is hardly touching the groove at all.
Okay.
Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, you might not want to do it. It was kind of a pain in the ass.
But you have to do that every time?
No, but you set it up and then...
Oh, okay. I think it's every time to put on a record.
No. No wonder why you're discouraged. You're not even you're not even in the video, by the way.
Fuck, not even in the shot? God damn, what the fuck? He's talking to a wall?
Yeah.
Not even in the shot.
So anyway...
Video's over, no shot?
Yeah. So we got...
Shirt?
Yeah, get the shirt. Get the Got the reclaimed hats, the RFOs.
Why you got like 2 on 1?
Because
Double
dude,
up.
look at the layer of dust on this.
Where were those?
Exactly, in the hat section here at HH.
Those are
the only
yours?
thing dustier than this was the new AC/DC.
those are yours. Yeah, but for good. I mean, who's really going to Hells to buy that? For the
I don't know. So, but what they're going to Hells for probably to buy Dark Opera, Gruesome.
Yeah.
Why does Relapse do that?
Anybody here? J-Dawg
By the
rule
way.
of thumb. Any label that does this, see that back cover?
Yeah, show that again. What it does? What
Back cover. This is how we get them. You got record in front of the album cover.
Like, why would you do that?
Anytime you see this, ran by posers. Guaranteed posers. Because a real metalhead wouldn't stores records like that. You just flat out want it. He wants to see that sharp ass looking cover. Would not stores records like that. That guaranteed posers. What?
Yeah,
Tell me,
or like
posers.
maybe not posers, but they're employing like the granny that doesn't know how to assemble.
Posers. I'm telling you, man, posers.
Relapse are posers.
Most people up there, yeah, 100%. I mean, there's just no. Does anyone think otherwise? Look at the catalog. They start off as a great label, then they put out a bunch of fucking garbage in the early 2000s. Now they're kind of putting out good shit again, like Gruesome, and it's just posers. They're just going by what sells. 100% posers.
I mean, it is a
100%.
cool.
Don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
there might be a couple guys. Like I think Rennie Jaffe out there and stuff. I think he's legitimately in this stuff. From what I gather, so he's even ordered from us and stuff. I'm sure there's employees or guys in the thing that are legitimate in it, but majority of the people there either A, don't listen to shit at all, or are full-blown posers. Yeah. Oh yeah. Right.
So they're playing Ted Nugent and ZZ Top instead of death metal. Like
maybe
you
not
said
even.
last time.
Because it's probably a bunch of young bucks. They're probably listening to modern shit, Disturbed, and that's not even modern anymore.
Crap.
Whatever kids listen to.
Did you ever notice that too? Like even people will be into. Well, actually, you can't even tell somebody's modern and into metal because it's part of their culture now to be into that modern bullshit. But then wear metal-esque looking shirts because remember that whole fake band logo thing?
Hey, here's what I was
like. It's now
that's most of the guys working at Relapse. They're wearing metal shirts, but it's always like J-Dawg comes in there. Fuck's that? This shit I've never heard of, and it's that core crap or whatever.
Yeah.
It's garbage that I wouldn't even. I guess it's metal, but it's the crap that I'm not into. So.
Well, that's what I'd. So that's exactly. Kind of diving more into that. That's why I just grabbed a bunch of random records because we're gonna pop them on the player. We're gonna hear them slightly at the wrong speed. That's not really the point. But we're gonna kind of do what we were doing there, records on the wrong speed, slightly to a degree. Just more so hearing random stuff. But one of the other things you can randomly find at Hells, and I had to ask take this opportunity with J-Dawg to take a guess because I just saw this on the floor and I'm like, damn, I gotta take a look-see at this bootleg because here you could see.
How do you know it's a bootleg? I understand. Why would someone bootleg that album?
Well, so it's got to be, dude, because it's the Diabolus Musica. You can't see
terrible album.
So it's a terrible album. So it's Slayer, Diabolus, or
Diabolus Musica.
Yeah, or no, actually, it's Diabolus. I can't even fucking read. Diabolus in Chile, 1998. So,
it's a live show.
1998 is when this album, I think, came out. Is it Diabolus in Musica then, or is it Diabolica? Okay, I wasn't sure what the name of the album was entirely.
I always call it Diabolus Musica.
That was like 1998 though. That came out, right?
90s for sure.
So then this is the tour of the album.
Yikes and gadzooks.
So how many? They played 16 songs. How many of those songs do you think are actually from that album?
Probably, if it's that tour, probably at least 5.
All right, let's take a count. Ready?
But I don't know. Hang on, I don't know.
We'll know.
A lot of the 90s songs, I don't even know what they are. I don't like anything after Rain and Blood.
You'll know.
South of Heaven, I have a couple tracks, I think, for the most part, that album's a snooze.
Let me read it. They open up the show, War Ensemble.
Homeboys March.
War Ensemble. Evil Has No Boundaries. Hell Awaits. Spirit in Black. So that must be on that.
I don't know that.
Isn't that Spirit in Black till the end? Or isn't that on the... Yeah, that's got... Because I guess I don't know.
I don't know, man, dude. I don't know.
But I think that's on South of Heaven. But it's Spirit in...
No, I don't think that's on South, because I know...
Or is that made on... Divine Intervention? But then, okay, so then... South of Heaven, Rain and Blood, Ditto Head, Die by the Sword.
Ditto Head?
That is definitely on Divine Intervention. And it's a better song than the title. Black Magic, Captor of Sin, Scrum. That's how you know it's a bootleg. Scrum? It's got to be Scum. But Scrum.
It is Scrum.
Maybe it is, though. Dead Skid Mask, Seasons in the Abyss, Chemical Warfare, Mandatory Suicide, and Angel of Death.
Now, a lot of good
so let's just assume Spirit in Black is not on Divine Intervention.
Gotta be.
Whatever. So Scrum and Spirit in Black. Dude, those are the only potential candidates that let's just say I'm right that Spirit in Black is on South of Heaven, or I think it might even be on Seasons in the Abyss, or Divine Intervention. It might be on those 3 albums because like I don't know them off the back of my hand, and I'm playing a song in my head right now. So suggestively, there's only 2 songs off of this album right when it came out. That, do you think Slayer knew right out the gate that this album sucked?
So from what I've been told in interviews, I didn't see the interviews myself. Supposedly they know that album sucks now, like Carrie and shit say that.
Yeah.
But they probably say that because everyone else told them it sucks and they got booed, you know. Because, dude, honestly, a lot of times, like, I honestly think that bands are, oh, yeah, this is fucking great and shit, and then it gets booed off the stage, like, oh, I guess we weren't supposed to do that. Because, like, literally, how do you put out an album? You've already, it's not like you're a new band, like, you can make the excuse if it was your first album, we were just kids, immature, and no. You're not a grown man putting shit out, have several albums on your belt, and you're like, put in the studio, fuck yeah. And then like a month later, that totally sucks. So they thought it was good. All right. It's just it didn't work out, so they had a back pedal.
Had a back pedal.
Had a back pedal, 100%.
So what didn't work out with HH and Trenchel reissue?
I don't know.
Because High Roller did this one.
Yeah, I mean, we did the original pressing. I don't know what the deal is. I don't quote me on this. I think they dicked us kind of, in a sense. Like, I think they, like, had, like...
Just didn't approach to even do a reissue?
No, like, I think, like, they owe us on something, like, I could be wrong on that. But maybe that's why, if they dicked us, and they said, fuck those guys all in all. But we did the very first 7-inch. That was our first release. And then this. But I wonder... See, all this shit blurs together to me. I wonder what year Hells even did that album. Because all the year, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So people say, hey, what was your this release in this year's? I'm like, dude, all this shit, they literally... like, my last 15 years of my life have been just one long year. Because I just do the same thing, and my routine's exactly so. Like, I don't even know. You know what I mean? So that's probably like 2008. I don't know.
That sounds about right.
That's like long as fuck ago now. Though.
Right around
it's like crazy.
Yeah, for sure. So we won't really... I mean, let's put that on the player. Let's hear it at the wrong speed. Be our DJ.
Yeah, the right speed, it's more, just like Hellhammer.
So that's
cross stuff.
So that's High Roller that put that. So are they posers?
No,
they don't put the...
I think High Roller is actually a legitimate music fan. I just don't think he likes a lot of death metal, admittedly so. So him and I probably wouldn't get along. Not get along, just we wouldn't have a lot of the same musical tastes. He likes a lot of like the NWO, BHM stuff. Yeah. And I'm more of a death metal guy. So, but I think he's truly into what he does like. Yeah. As opposed to those relapse posers. No, those are posers. Yeah, I mean, they do that literally on all... only big boy labels that don't collect records and doing this, put records in front of the album cover. They're the only ones. Yosuke doesn't do that. Iron Bonehead doesn't do that. Dark Descent doesn't do that. Like, guys that I know for a fact listen to this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I know for a fact Yosuke listens to metal. I know for a fact he collects records. And he does not put fucking records in the front cover. Yeah. Unless it's a double LP. Yeah, I don't even think he does that either. I think he does, but that's warranted, I would say. Because that throws off, I can at least see the mindset of it. Yeah. But yeah, no, so all these other underground labels, and I know for a fact in the metal, none of them do that. What the fuck does that tell you? Right. Yeah. Look at this janky ass thing, though. You gotta... What do you mean, janky? How's it janky? Oh, I don't know. Doesn't it do something weird? I just changed over the receipt. Oh. Does something weird? No. Go ahead. Get us... Been a while since I heard this song. Been a while. There's 45 seconds. Oh, you on wrong speed, though? No. I was just saying that. I was just telling you. You feel like a more like kind of like the Tom G worship going on too, right? Yeah, I think that's kind of the gimmick. Oh yeah, that sounds. Yeah. It's been a moment for me too. Yeah. No, I know that's when I think of Trenchel, I just think of fucking Hellhammer and Thrash. It wasn't like a modern time, Yeah. Like when I think of Fest Dead, I think of Dia Sign. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I think of. Well then, let's cue up the next one. When I think of Gruesome, I think of Death. Well, let's screw that up since because that's I think that record directly from the Posers when it first came out. What's that? Gruesome. That newest that one. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, well, you had to, right? Because you wanted your record not to be in the back or beat up. Well, it came out in the back, but it was I just wanted it on time. I mean that's like deliberate. Like every single copy's like that too. Yeah. It's not like somebody wasn't paying attention. No. Like it's just like, what's the point? Yeah. No. telling you, they don't listen to metal there.
So now you've been a fan of Gruesome and following it and know the Matt Harvey story behind like the album progressions. So this is presumably the spiritual healing.
That's what he told me
version?
in person, actually,
Or era?
before it came out. He said the
Or
next
whatever
one's
the hell
gonna be
you call
more.
it.
He said the next one's gonna be more like of the spiritual healing. Obviously, the cover for sure is. Which spiritual healing was basically the last album by Death I liked. As a matter of fact, I didn't even like it at first. Like, I was like, yeah, it's kind of. It took a while to draw me, but me listening to me in my adult years, I'm like, it's a good album.
Yeah.
It's definitely not my favorite. I mean, Scream Bloody Gore is way better, but I do like it. I definitely do like it.
We'll see what you think about this.
As an album, I definitely do enjoy it. But no, all the Gruesome albums I like. I mean, like I said, it's literally just, ripping off Death intentionally.
Yeah.
So,
Sounds good already.
but yeah, so this came out, I think, last year. Because I bought it once it first came out. And I think it's been a year
I haven't
now.
heard it yet. I've been waiting. What? Waiting. Hell's to get copies.
That's why I bought it. I said, you want it on time? You gotta,
Right. It's got a good drum sound.
Yeah, I mean,
No, it's like.
well, you're really lucky on that, though.
Well, yeah, because a lot of like modern death metal stuff, like you just get like that, just new, very trebly kick
I wonder
sound.
if I gotta ask him. I wonder if he thinks that Death Leprosy the drums sound like shit. Did he work on it?
Yeah,
He likes that album, but I wonder if he thinks the drums sound like shit. Like what? I never really asked anyone else.
we'll have to get Harvey on and ask him.
Get him on a Skype thing, do a Hellcast with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that'd be fun.
If he'd be into it, he might say, "Fuck those guys. Why they're boring too."
Why were you there and did that the other time when I did that interview with him?
Dude, he did it like fucking 4 in the morning. I was
Oh, is
waiting
that what it
around.
was?
Well,
Guy
the
bail
show was
on?
over. I was like,
Favorite band too. One of his favorite bands. One of
I
his
was down in the
favorite.
basement for the first 2 hours before they went on talking to him.
Is that what it was?
You got there super late. Show was over. I'm already 2 beers after the show. And you're like, yeah, I'm gonna interview Harvey. When's that? Oh, he's walking around. I'm like, dude, I'm already like halfway home. Like,
Well, to be fair, I mean, you gotta go and think these
Yeah,
guys
you gotta go
great
around
too.
his schedule.
Yeah.
No,
And his
I get it,
schedule was drinking beers at that. Like,
well, no, I mean, but that's what it was. I was like, well, it's late as fuck. Like, and there's no guarantee they might do it too. He might be like, I'm tired, man. I'm going.
well,
to
let
bed.
us know in the comments then. Do you want? I just figured at the time it was like, oh, we can finally get like the J-Dawg super fan of Harvey, so like have an interaction with them on camera. It could have been cool. So
Well, I mean,
let us know if we want to make
I don't know
that.
what interaction. I mean, it's not like I'm sucking his dick or anything.
Well, no, but to
Talk
just
like
to
a regular
correspond with the guy, like the stuff that would come up from that
Oh, yeah.
conversation. You'd be talking about Gruesome, and then you'd be like, Craig over here says, drums sound like shit, and then maybe he'd be like, ah, and like, get out of my car, like one guy,
Get out of my car.
So, or maybe,
Yeah.
you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, anyway, you're talking about nuclear war now.
Yeah.
So Dark Opera. I literally just went around the shop here and grabbed
I don't
stuff.
know. It looked like
Oh,
an
let's
old,
check it out. Check it out.
I don't know. It looks like an old band, which I'm.
Notice that the record was not in front of the cover.
No, see? No, a real metalhead doesn't put it there.
Yep.
He just does not. Doesn't happen.
Let me have that. I'll show it to the camera.
The Dark Opera.
The Dark Opera. Show them the opera. Oh,
I've
they need
been
the
putting
hype
them on
stick.
I've been putting the shit on the B-sides just in case of any intros.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know what I mean? Figure that'd be the way to go.
Dark Opera's debut album of atmospheric, doom-laden, black death metal. I mean, it's basically everything under the sun.
Slow as fuck.
Yeah.
Not be that, remember?
Yeah, no year.
Definitely not.
The drums are definitely not as the same quality there as the
So
Gruesome.
you don't gotta worry about being overproduced.
No, there's hardly any drums on there. So this is definitely old.
That's what I said. It looked like an old. Yeah.
1994.
I don't know. Where are they from?
Poland.
Oh man. Oh yeah, man. He probably knows them.
My Bastion loves them.
Yes, loves them.
Honestly, that's probably why I thought he was like Dark Opera. This thing's slightly familiar.
I never heard of them. No.
So there you go, folks. Dark Opera. That's enough. I gotta be honest. I won't be picking that one up.
Oh really? You got that? I didn't get that vibe from it. I got that. I haven't heard enough yet.
No, because it's just like it
kinda
just
thought it
seems like
sounded
one of
kinda
those
cool.
demos that it's gonna go nowhere.
I didn't get
Like
that
there's
vibe.
not gonna be like a raging riff. Dude, well, you
I
know
get
me.
that
I like
vibe.
drums. So like,
I like drums. I like
all
music.
right, fuck.
I like
Maybe I
songs.
need to get both sides because there's more than one demo. Just maybe I'm a dick, but like, there's just certain shit it's true.
Oh,
and you
yeah,
can
but I
tell
didn't-
within the first 40 seconds. Like,
Some of
I'm
the
not
first
saying
10
that
seconds. I'm just
sucks.
saying I didn't get that vibe.
Yeah.
I personally didn't get that.
Oh,
vibe.
that's
that wasn't
gonna
my
be-
review in the first 40. That was it. It could go. My review was it could go either way.
But then, and I don't know, maybe you changed your ways in the year that I haven't worked here, but when I worked here, there'd always even be shit that you'd be you'd come into the shop, be cranked, and be like, damn, there's no way J-Dawg likes this. And I'm like, you actually like this? No. Fuck no. It was like,
there's a rule.
Why are you still listening?
Because it's I'm a mile away. I'm not going to run over the stereo every time.
Or that was it.
And the thing is the cranked method is this. CDs are played at 35 on the receiver. LPs are at 45 because that's a nice comfortable volume for me.
And to be fair, too, that's when you were dicking around with and then you had to even deal with grown men being on a paper thin other side of the wall that were jamming Backstreet Boys.
Still goes on.
So I could see like anything you're gonna put on over here, it's gonna be great.
Way better, yeah.
So this is Gorgon, not the Japanese one.
Yeah, where is this one from?
I don't know. Osmos put it out, so
did he?
Yeah, maybe
it should be before this.
They seem to have a leaning to, you can have a good guess that it might be like somewhere in Europe. I like this better than the Japanese one already.
That wasn't Japanese. Oh, Japanese. Oregon.
Yeah,
but they're more. Well, they're kind of a. That's a high roller man. That's what he would like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, that's a band he would like, for example. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of music, you know. And I don't think he would like this band.
No.
Granted, I never met the guy, but sometimes what words his mouth. But
I was surprised he likes Crucify Mortals, frankly.
Does he, or did he say because he met you in person was just, you know?
Well, he said yes to doing the release.
Oh, then yeah, he probably does. Yeah. He probably does have that.
And he still puts it in the little printouts.
Oh, then he probably does.
So that's cool. I like this.
That's good.
Yeah. See, I can tell in 40 seconds this is good. Move on. Because we got Transylvania coming up.
Well, I thought you got the 10-second rule too on YouTube.
Right.
If the guy ever posted shit on YouTube.
Oh, he did. If you're watching this video now, you've seen all the other ones.
Seeing this December 2021.
Dude, that's why you gotta be on the Patreon, man. Pays to be a fan.
Just saying. Gotta get the new guys on board too.
Hey, I'm applying the J-Dawg cover in front of the record, a record in front of the cover logic to the YouTube.
Better be on back.
If you're not on the Reaper Metal Patreon and you're just waiting for the freebie YouTube version, I don't cater to you posers now. Cater to the fans.
These bastards ain't even paying over here.
Well, no, in a way though, it is. You serve the fan before the fucking. Well, yeah. The guy just sitting there on the couch looking to kid it up. Like, homeboy's busy. Got layouts to do, websites to build for offended people that you can't hire.
Did Ironbone put this out?
So this is Invictus from Ireland.
But even he puts out. You don't know what I was thinking. Iron. Maybe
his stuff isn't even
his records. Even his records are on the back.
Yeah, because even his stuff usually not even assembled.
Is it not?
Oh, okay. At least not when they come to HH. See, got
the Death Metal Spirit.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. Yeah. Total Death Metal Spirit.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit of
better than those like
repugnant.
Remember those flop hair guys a couple years ago?
Let's listen to Transylvania. I think it might be good. Yeah, no flop hairs going on there.
Flops there.
It's got a nice multi-page, 11 by 11, or I guess it'd be bigger than that technically, but 11 by 11 when it's cut down and folded. Yeah, look at that. Death Metal Spirit for sure.
Yeah.
Death Metal and Horror Spirit. It's hard to... See, that's a way more pounding drum than
so
this is Transylvania.
So if the drums aren't automatically 100% pounded, it automatically sucks in your book?
No, but it loses a lot of sonic heaviness that I want to hear in my metal.
Is there any albums that you like that be like how the drums aren't that great?
Yeah.
What you like as a whole as the album?
Got to show our producer.
You really?
Yeah, Invictus. Available at Hells Headbangers. It's good. I think I'll be grabbing Gorgon and this. And Gruesome. So there you go. Random records I just pull off the shelf.
Just leaving the opera out.
See, look at that, dude. I did my shopping and an episode all in one shot.
Kill two birds with one stone.
Yeah, don't even need to go back. Remember the old days we would go to, what was that place called?
Start changing it. Not kill two birds with one stone. Kill two flops with one stone.
Kill two flops?
Yeah, flop hairs.
Flop hairs.
So we'd like to kill them, right? Kill two.
Dude, that's great. I bought
when you start making new fucking
new HELLCAST little taglines, new shirts. We'll have J-Dawg kill two flops with one stone. Yeah. Is that what you'll be doing? J-Dawg be throwing the stone?
Stone with the flop hairs, yeah.
Dude, the idea's already come together. I'll get our artist to get this going. There is a HELLCAST artwork that's going to be unveiled. Maybe it's already unveiled by the time this video is out. That's not so much one of the things that you said yet, but
I said yet. I'm going to say it.
Well, no, like
no,
because you have had some like show-esque things that you say that's funny. That's just like, oh my god, that'd be a great, like the elephant stroking the elephant off. Like, I mean, it's like
I didn't say that though. Somebody
I
said
know,
it
but it was
about
a
me.
5-year-old like joke that worked with the show. That
Oh.
it was like, I'm sure fans probably could have, because otherwise it's just gonna be a guy jerking off an elephant dick.
Yeah.
You don't get the context unless you've been the 10 years strong fan at this point.
10 years, that goes back to the Satan days, though.
Well, but that's exactly what I'm saying, though. Like, you know, kind of like going in those, like,
Yeah.
show, like, because remember Hell's Bells, like, there was a shirt for that AC/DC bullshit concert, and, you know, people did like that. And I was wearing that the other day, and the dude, and it was funny, too, because just at a random taco place in town, and our waiter, just totally normal guy, but, like, just, he busts in and bringing up, like, no, at first he looks at the shirt, like, what? Dark Side of the Moon, AC/DC, like, that's not the
covered or something?
Yeah, so I tell him the story and stuff, and then he just busts into, like, you know, talking about DRI and Creator, and it's just like, oh, you know these bands, like, it's great.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
because usually I got it.
Normally don't get that.
I got something recently too in a public thing where they start asking bands, oh god.
Right.
Yeah, because and the thing is, I usually just don't say much. I respond very, very little, since I already know where this is going.
Well, that's what I was pulling.
I don't feel like talking.
Okay.
Yeah, I automatically assume when I meet a person, and they never for Creator, like they haven't heard of them. I just automatically assume that. But then when you meet them, they're kind of like, well, yeah, of course I know. Well, you know where I'm coming from, man. Most people haven't.
Speaking of Creator, I just found out today that they have a 6 LP The Noise Years box set. Are you intrigued by something like? Where were you at with like? Because I was tempted to do it. Like that sounds pretty cool. Which, by the way, comes with a DVD with an old live show.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on what's on it because I mean, I like Pleasure to Kill a lot. I like Endless Pain is good, but it gets a little kind of boring. But it's good. What's the third album? Terrible Certainty, is that the third one?
Yeah, Coma Souls.
It's Terrible Certainty's good.
Or no, and then Extreme Aggression, then Terrible, and then Coma Souls.
Yeah, so Terrible Certainty, and then was good, and Flag of Hate EP, I like that. After that, honestly, even like Extreme, I don't really know it. I mean, I've heard it's cool, but I don't really fall. I never.
Do you care like for a band? Not so much Creator exactly, but. So giving you an analogy, though, that like they are of many classic bands that have done like these LP box sets of certain years, or maybe the whole discography, whatever their confines are to how many LPs are on this, or they pull an Iron Maiden and they give you the promise of 6 LPs, but only give you 2.
Well, here's
buy more and add them to this box.
But hang on, so here's what I think about the Creator, like especially like the die-hard fan that likes the first 5 albums or whatever. I think a lot of those guys, though, what they're referring to, though, when they get offended, like, oh my god, like you don't know Extreme Aggression that well and love it. When I heard it, obviously, I wasn't jamming these in the 80s. It was later, so I was already listening to a lot of the other German bands at the same time. You know, the Assassin, Protector, and this stuff. So a lot of it's just kind of like, oh, another Creator that kind of like, there's better German. You know what I mean? Like I got the really good Creator albums, and then there's other great German thrash albums that the die-hard just Creator fan, he probably doesn't even know about Protector. Probably doesn't even know about, you know what I mean? Like his Creator was the bigger band, Sodom was the bigger band, Destruction was the bigger band. But a lot of those, so like for me, as I heard them, it's kind of like, oh, just another German thrash record, because I was hearing it all around the same time, all at once.
But going on back to the box set of classic album part, do you give a shit about, like, you love Cannibal Corpse, as we've come to find out. So if they do a 6 LP box set of whatever reason, we don't need the real reasons that you might give us, but just say that they do a box set. What I'm more so asking is, you already own all that stuff.
Yeah.
So who the hell is the box set even really catering to?
Die-hard fans like myself would buy it. Yeah.
So you would, though?
For Cannibal, yeah, not Creator, just because, like...
But at the end of the day, do you not sometimes get... like, I just struggle with the mentality of it, like, but I already have all this.
That's why for a band like Creator, for example, I like basically 3 albums and an EP is what I actually like, and I have it, so I'm like, I already have this, and there's 3 others I kind of don't care about, so why would I buy it,
Yeah, so but you do like all the bonus stuff then, too, that I mean, obviously...
That's on those discs? The Creator discs?
Or in box sets, like, that usually just happen.
If it's a band I'm a huge die-hard fan of, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so if the Cannibal Corpse LP box set
like
is
live
coming
shows.
out, how many LPs is it going to be, and what would be the bonus stuff?
I mean, if it's all the albums, it'd technically be 15 now, right? 15 albums.
You're phoning in the Slagle, you're telling the Corpse Grinder and Webster this is how it's going to be. What are the J-Dawg?
I would do probably 2 box sets because you don't want something that's a fucking duffel bag. So I would do the Barnes years, and I would do the Corpse Grinder years. What I would do, so the first box set would be first 4 albums, and I would include the any of the cover stuff they did on like the Hammer Smash Face EP, like the Exorcist and the Zero the Hero covers they did.
Yeah.
And then I would, from each album era, the demo, Eat Back to Life, and each album, I would have a tour show too. Not a tour, a show from that era. So from the demo, 89, a show.
We ran out of space on our video card, and I'm not sure where.
Give me the shot.
Yep, I'm not sure where. You got the shirt?
Shirt? Yeah.
Get the shirt. I'm not sure where J-Dawg's perfect box set discussion ended, so sorry
It's
if
clear
you're...
as fucking day. Barnes era, Corpse Grinder era, show from every fucking album.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was just curious though. Like,
Get it out, goddammit.
well, I saw the creator thing today, and I don't know if you heard it on there, but it was funny because I don't know what's entirely in it. Because I just watched like some unboxing video, and
So it's out. People
yeah, and the guy said
it
it comes with a DVD with like an old '86 show.
Yeah, that's cool.
And the funny thing is like about a year ago now, somebody from Creators Management did say like. They asked me about on the Reaper Metals channel the '86 show that I had on there. Like, can you send us that? So I wonder if that's it. That they find that's what it came out on as that box set. So, and then I said yes, sure. And I sent it to him and I said, hey, please put me in touch with Millie. I would love to do an interview.
Never happened.
Never happened.
Crickets like Hobbs.
Well, it's just kind of exactly. It's just one of those things. You do the favor, but then they get a favor back. Like
everybody's a knob.
Oh, well then it was like, well, I don't do that. It's like. Clearly, you talk to somebody that does something for the band. You're getting a fucking DVD from me.
But doesn't Millie not speak much English at all?
I think he speaks fine.
I think Athner said when they played with them in the show, he's like he didn't talk much to him at all because he didn't get the vibe.
He does, dude. I've seen him do interviews. He's done other interviews. Yeah, he's fine. So Millie, get back to me. We're like, well, your people aren't.
Well, theoretically, somebody's probably watching this that does know him.
So if you know Millie, get him in touch with me. It's easy. Reaper at reapermetalproductions.com. There's a lot of Reapers in that. You can't fucking figure. Dude, I get that a lot too. Like Reaper Productions. Like, how do you not hear a multi-syllable word?
People don't know how to say Hells Headbangers. When I tell them, like, what's the email? Service at hellsheadbangers.com. What?
But you don't even need to hear of it. That's just flat out not listening.
That's just flat out you're stupid. 2 easy words that. Yeah.
Well, exactly. So you're just flat out not listening, though. These are English words that we're using.
Or flat out stupid.
Yeah. So bitching as usual. But hey, we heard some cool stuff. I'm going to be buying this Gorgon.
Record in the back.
Dude, 'cause like that, the Japanese one's good. Remember that, like that? What is that? 4 LPs.
It's cheesy and wimpy. Yeah, it's cheesy.
Some of it, like the start of that's a little weak.
It's a little. I've heard my grandpa listen to heavier shit.
I mean, I don't know about that, but yeah, that was kind of the thought I had. So I'm a little more excited about that Gorgon. Sorry, guys, but I do like like what is it, Headlight and stuff.
No, it's got good shit. Yeah, but they got some stuff like this is a little too wimpy for me.
Transylvania though, that was sounding pretty good. I'm gonna grab that.
It looks really nice.
Yeah,
too.
Death Metal Spirit, man. Not gonna really.
Seb's been picking this up.
J-Dawg's gonna be. I'm gonna grab it for Sebs.
Yeah.
J-Dawg's gonna be listening to this on his own time. I'm not too intrigued by that, but hey, maybe you loved it. Maybe you say fuck you, and that's fine. That's good, Just being honest here, not saying buy stupid shit you don't have to buy.
We swapped it out for him too. Put the correct on the back. Now they can
now
I can see the cover.
Now they can see the cover.
Thanks us for advertising the album.
So now this can be my copy. See, I can't buy it, and I got an hour drive, so I don't want to be cringing the whole way.
Yeah,
annoyed by that record. Like, what the fuck,
dude? I'm annoyed every time I see that shit.
Yeah,
super annoyed.
I got the OG, so we're good on this. But if you don't, you need it. And I need to spin it, though. I was fucking clearly...
Sounds like Hellhammer.
Yeah, there was something else I dusted off the other day. I want to... Elixir. ELIXIR.
I don't even think I...
Dude, that was a totally new listen.
It'd be a new listen for me, but I know exactly what you're talking about.
Actually, you know what? You know how there's the new listens? Those are like when you go to the collection and you go, oh, yeah, that.
Yeah. 100%.
Where this was like a new, like... When the hell did I buy this? I guess it was a new buy. Like, even when I was looking at the spines of the record, like, oh, wow, I have this? Do you have any of that? Where you just totally forgot you even had it, and then you don't even remember what it sounds like?
But not like, I remember getting it. It's kind of, oh, yeah, I guess I do have this. Yeah, I have some of that. And definitely, when's the last time I listened to this? Holy fuck, it's been years.
Right. Well, my arm's getting tired, so much like this whole selfie and new modern shit. Do not crush the like. Do not smash it. Simply subscribe, follow the channel, and when you do that, we'll talk to you next time.